สวัสดีครับ Hello everyone. The topic of my talk today is about various sector in the tourism industry. I will cover, my talk that can be classified into three sectors. The first one is travel intermediary. The second one is a travel supplier. The third one is about the attraction sector. So which I believe that three sectors, play a significant role in the tourism industry. I will touch about the trend that happening in each of this sector. Okay, let's start with the first one. The travel intermediary. What does it mean? Travel intermediary. The intermediary means the middleman. So this means that he stands between the travel supplier and the consumer. Who are the travel intermediary or the middleman in the tourism industry? As we know that the middleman represent the travel supplier who produce the product. Their job is to deliver the services to the customer. They work on behalf of the travel supplier, and one of the business transaction can be conducted on behalf of the travel supplier. Generally speaking, travel intermediary here, there are so many types of the middleman, namely travel agency, tour operator, destination marketing company or DMC. Let's start with the travel agency. Travel agency means the sales agent who work on behalf of the travel supplier. The job is to provide the travel information, deliver the travel products, the product of the travel supplier to the customer, and in return they collect the money on behalf of the travel supplier. But nowadays, as we know that majority of the travel agency must be online because that part of the digital era, and but what the next one, which is quite very important, is about travel agency and the tour operator. Both of them are not the same. You see, travel agency serve as a sales agent. They earn commission in return, after deliver the services to the customer. Tour operator, this means that those people who create the tour, they inspect the destination, they have a very good network with the travel supplier, and then they create the package tour and sell that to the customer. Tour operator, generally speaking, there are three types of the tour operator in terms of the geographical scope. First one is a domestic tour company. Domestic tour company, this means that they offer the tour services to the customer and travel within the country. Next one is about the inbound tour. Inbound tour, this means that the tour operator who provide the services to the international customer who come to the destination. So this means that the inbound tour operator and the domestic tour operator have a very good knowledge about the local destination. The third one is about the outbound tour. This means that they provide the services. They serve the domestic market, but the places is out of the kingdom, out of the country. So what do domestic tour and the outbound tour have something in common is that they can share the same target. They can share the same customer, who are living in that country. But next one is about the destination marketing company. Nowadays, many travel agency, many tour company, try to diverse themselves to become the professional destination marketing company. They can represent that the overseas destination to promote the destination. Trend of the travel intermediary. as we know that nowadays, more and more people travel by themselves. Less and less people travel in group. Thanks to the technology, people tend to travel and tend to do online booking. They prefer something that's faster, easier, and cheaper. They can make a booking, within a short period of time. So this is the trend. So what is the consequences? What's the impact on travel intermediary? You know that, travel agency or many tour company have been bypassed that because the customer can directly contact the travel supplier themselves. So in this case, we can see that technology can become a threat to the traditional travel intermediary. So what should they do then? For this case that, the traditional travel intermediary, including both travel agents, tour company, they need that to adapt themselves. They should turn technology to use to become a threat and turn into the business opportunity. So this means that there must be online tour company, there must be online travel agency, and they should make use of the social media to promote and to keep connected with the customer. Right? Next one is that they should provide the customized or the special package tour to serve in certain type of the market. In the package tour here, ideally is that it should be unexplored destination, to create the new experience to the customer. I still believe that more and more people travel by themselves. Less and less people, take the package tour. Because what? Because that they're looking for the individualism. But however, if we say that the increasing number of the aging population, what the senior people prefer, something is that they prefer what? The organized trip. They prefer someone who provides the services, right? That's no wonder why that. I still believe that the tour company can survive, but they need to adapt themselves to serve what? To serve certain type of the market. And they have to focus on the customer services. They need to be professional, definitely. Professional, this means that they're an expert in the destination. They know how to create the great visitor experience because the tourists that prefer the active participation. They want to have a local touch. The best way of learning is by doing, okay, instead of window tours, etc. Because if we learn it by reading, we can remember only 10%. But if we listen to someone that they can remember only 20%. What if we take them to the site? They can remember up to 30%. But the best way is that let them do it by themselves and explain it to other people. They can remember the information up to what? 90%. So active learning, active participation, and that is the best way of learning local art, culture, and the special character of the destination. Last but not least, tour company, travel agency can define themselves as an event organizer. They can organize a special trip, a special circuit for the rally tour, etc.